Biכורים, Perek Beis, Mishnah Zayin. Continuing our theme of comparing and contrasting different things, our Mishnah begins by telling us Dam Mahalchei Shtayim, the blood of those who walk on 2 feet. Those who walk on 2 feet, the Baal Tanur tells us, is talking about human beings. So this is talking about human blood. Shovel Dam Behema is equal in halacha to Dam Behema, to the blood of an animal. Lahachshe es hazroim, to make muchsha lekabel tuma, seeds or food. There is a halacha that's brought in Parsha Shmini that tells us that in order for any food to be mekabel tuma, it first has to be made muchsha lekabel tuma. That means it must be made moist by one of 7 specific liquids. It doesn't have to be moist at the time it becomes tomei, it can be completely dry. But at some point in its life, after having been picked, this food has to have been made moist with the intention of the owner. We have an acronym, an abbreviation, to help us remember which are the 7 liquids that will make something muchsha lekabel tumah, make something prepared to become tumah. And that acronym is Yad Shochat Dam, a hand which spills blood. And it stands for, Yad stands for Yayin and Dam, wine and blood. Those are 2 of the 7. Shochat, which is Shin, Ches, Tes, stands for Shemen, Cholov, Tal, oil, milk and dew. And Dam, Yad Shochat Dam, stands for Dvash Dvorim, bees, honey, and Mayim. So the 7 liquids are Yayin, Dam, Shemen, Cholov, Tal, Dvash Dvorim, and Mayim. If a food becomes in contact willingly with any of those 7 things, any of those 7 liquids, it then becomes muchsha lekabel tumah, becomes prepared to become tomei. If it touches something tomei, it will become tomei. If it's any other tumadika situation, it will become tomei. Says our Mishnah that dam mahalchei shtayim, human blood, is included as part of those 7. That will be one of the definitions of dam that will make something muchsha lekabel tumah. The Mishnah continues, V'dam hasheretz ein chayovim olav. Baal Tanur tells us that this again is compared to dam mahalchei shtayim, that human blood, together with dam hasheretz, the dam of a sheretz, which is one of the 8 creepy, crawly creatures mentioned in Parsha Shmini, which is also for us to eat, the dam of that sheretz ein chayovim olav. We are not chayiv for, just like we are not chayiv if we eat human blood. What does that mean? There is a pasuk in Parshas Tzav that tells us, "V'chol dam lo yisaychlu, you shall not eat any blood. B'chol moish v'yiseichem, wherever you live. La oif ve'la behema, in respect of birds, oif, and in respect of behema. But human blood and dam sheretz is not mentioned in the pasuk, which means that me'ikah hadin that would be mutter to eat. In fact, dam sheretz is also to eat because dam sheretz has a din of the sheretz itself. But says Baal Tanur, he explains that if somebody eats a sheretz and the hasra, the warning that he gets when he eats the sheretz is regarding the blood but not regarding the sheretz itself, then he'd be potter, because there is no actual issa to drink the blood of a sheretz. It's only part of the issa of the sheretz itself. The interesting thing is, why does our Mishnah use the expression mahalchei shtayim when talking about people? You never find anywhere else in the whole of Shas Mishnayos this expression of mahalchei shtayim to refer to human beings. The Tveres Yisrael here often brings down an interesting aside from the Yavets, from Rabbi Yaakov Emden. He brings down a Mishnah in Perek Ches of Kilayim that talks about an adnei sodeh. An adnei sodeh is a special animal. In fact, the Tveres Yisrael says an adnei sodeh is an orangutan. It's a type of a monkey that walks on 2 legs and is trained to dress and behave like a human being. That's adnei sodeh. The Baal Tanur there in Kilayim talks about an unusual animal that lives in the jungle or lives in fields, and it is an animal that is attached from its navel with a cord down to the ground. And it can't walk anywhere further than its cord allows it to go. It's an extremely dangerous animal. You go anywhere near it, it kills everything that comes near it. The only way to kill this animal is by cutting the cord. So they used to shoot arrows from a distance and try and cut the cord, and that would kill the animal. The animal is actually called a yud. And when it dies, its bones were used by Yedonim, which the Torah asks oven Yedoni, by practitioners of black magic. You would use the bones from this animal as part of their witchcraft. And our Mishnah is telling us that mahal cheshtayim means human blood, plus it's also alluding to that animal of Adnei Soda, that its blood as well would be included in this halacha that it's shava l'dam behema. And that's why it uses such an unusual expression. V'ad kan, Mishnah Zayin.